Hi everyone, it's Lee, and I'm here to do a 6 1-ounce pour on this container, on this canvas. This canvas, poor lighting. Let's see if it helps shutting off one of these lights. It's silver, so it was a white canvas. I've got C-hooks behind it and tape, and it's a gallery wrap on my turntable. This is my cake turntable, and it has foil on it, and I'm going to have the pours coming out this way. So I'm going to fill these as quickly as possible, and they're little 1-ounce cups, and I have got gold, for 24 karat gold by DecoArt Americana Metallic. I have off-white by DecoArt, beige, and white by Artist Loft. I have pink that is made from the berry from DecoArt. I have Artist Loft blue, and then I have my mixture of mystical blue with extra dioxazine purple in it by Liquitex Basics. And then I have Floetrol in this little color shift. It is Blue Flash, and I have added the Floetrol into this. So everything has Floetrol in it as well. So I am just going to see if that's going to work better. I'm going to start off, so the first thing that goes in the cup will be the last thing that goes out of the cup, and I'm going to want that to be just a little bit of white, off-white. And when I mean a little bit, I mean a drop, like a little pea, the size of a green pea. And then I'm going to go with the mystical purple, bigger size. Then I'm going to go with gold. This 24 karat gold, half of it is Floetrol. It's 1-to-1 ratio of Floetrol to paint. The others vary up to 7 times Floetrol to 1 time paint. The white is, well, I have a video of the gold and I have a video of the white, how I make it, and then how I make the mystical as well. So the only 2 colors I don't have is this. This is with the berry from DecoArt that has white paint in it from Artist Loft. So it's not a big variety of colors today. It's small. So I'm about 1/3 the way up right now. Blue and pink will make a purple, so it's a safe color. I'm concerned that pink will do crazy things if it's mixed with the strange color. So now I'm going to go to back to my mystical purple, and now we're up to half an ounce, excuse me. The cup is a little bit less than having a whole ounce because it has to have room to have a lid. They have little lids that come with these cups if you want them. Let me see if I can find the little lid here. Here's a little lid on top of this little gold. And it works really nice if you have just a little bit of paint, especially when you have like Dutch pours. These are nice. You can pour them onto the canvas nicely. Okay, so we've got a little bit of white in there. I'm going to follow that with a little bit of gold. I'm going to plug in my hole with the end of a brush I just clip off, and then sandwich it in with just a drop of white. And then I'm going to put the blue flash again. And straight blue. I will do a drop of the pink to get some nice little tiny stripes. Then we'll do the blue. We'll drop it, just little tiny droplets. Okay, this little thing here is supposed to hold it, and sometimes I have a hard time just getting it on it. There we go. Okay, so now we have 1 ounce in each cup. I'm going to try to bring this closer for us to work together on being able to see me pour it. Okay, so here I go. It's hard for you to see this little container, and I'm going to go down the grooves. There's indents, 3 indents. I'm going to go in those indents. See what happens. A pretty cup. And of course, if you've watched me before, these will all be dried and then put on my twinkle lights outside. I'm going to turn around and start here on this one. See what happens when I go way up high and then go back low. I'm noticing that the paint is actually rolling over. And the other one was pink on the outside, where this one has more of the white. Let's see if it ending up with the pink rolling over itself. Next time I might have to put wet paint on it instead of the silver is already dried. Okay, let's see, we'll go to the farthest one here, overlap it, get that natural ripple. So I cut the plastic piece, like scalloped it in between the grooves, the indents, so that the paint can go inside as quickly as it desires, as it can flow in there, implying paint has a desire. Okay, this one's going in the middle one this time. So we're going to get a different pattern than the floral ones where we use the bottom of the root beer. Oh, the bottom of the root beer bottle. Sorry, Dolly's hearing a motorcycle out front and upsetting her. These are my favorite colors right now, so that's why I chose them. It's kind of like a experimental thing, so I decided I would just go ahead and use colors that I like. The last one I did, I used colors that I was trying to get out of my comfort zone. I didn't care for the finish at all, so I poured over it. It's behind my arm, the finished product, so it's not a compartment of the divider, homemade divider. I ended up using the homemade divider, didn't like the colors, and then went ahead and re-poured it with a straight pour or ring pour. Okay, this is the last of the 6 cups. You can hear the dogs walking down the hall and into my office slash room. Hey guys. And so I'm going to let that slowly go down, that last one. And I'm going to put a color around it that I think will be good for it, and at the same time be thinner so that it doesn't stretch itself. This is from the long pour that's back here. This is what came off the canvas, off the table. It was the drippings. So I'm going to thin it down a little bit more. It's pretty thick, yeah, mound on a mound. So I'm going to put my 10-to-1 ratio of 10 parts water to 1 part Floetrol, and see if I can get it, keeping the stick on the bottom so I'm not whipping air into it, not scraping the edges on the top that's allowed to dry since there was just a plastic bag over the top. This is now nice and thin, and I can take this little piece off and I'm going to drop it right into this container of water, so that if I wanted to reuse this piece of plastic, I would. I don't know, like, if that's going to be possible because it's so fragile. It's from cookies, holding a little cookie tray. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little cookies were held on that. Okay, so this is just going to go around, and I'm going to want to move my cups out of the way. I'll put them on this for now. Okay, I'm going to laugh if they roll off. That just will be too funny. So I'm going to put a stick, prevent them from rolling. Sticking my head in the camera. Okay. And let's see if I can set them down. I'm going to take another cup, my palette knife. Oh, look at this big mucka. Let it just go right into the cup. Okay, Daddy's home. Thank you. Okay, coming up here to a spot where the canvas has been brought over, so I'm going to move the canvas over like this. And then pour it back in there. So the canvas can be moved slightly by pressing on the canvas with the cup. It's gonna flow right onto my socks. Still see? Yep. I wonder if the coloring is just easier to see without so much bright lights. I don't know. I've been told I need more lights, but then it washes out the color. So I've got to figure out what to do about that. If you know, please give me a tip. Maybe an old lamp isn't the right thing. I've got an old lamp and a ring light on a tripod that I'm using, as well as the room's own lighting, which is pretty dim, and then the sunlight usually shines in. Oh, it is today too, and the blinds. I need to somehow get up there and change the sunlight through the blinds. Okay, and then check this out for what we want to do with it. I think we'll do a pizza spin or a canvas. Oh, torch. Wow, I can see all of the bubbles coming up. All of them popping. It's amazing. This is a dental tool. Both of these are dental tools that Betty Soletta gave me for carving. I have a couple more around here too, but this is really good. Let me see if I can get the background so you can see. Really good to use to take muckamuckas out. So there was maybe not. This is what it looks like right now. So I'm going to take one C-hook on one corner and the other hook, and I'm going to just do my pizza swirl. Hopefully you can see it. Allowing the paint to come off. Slowly stretching. Oh, I love the edges. I don't know if you can see over here, but this is just really pretty right there. The way I think it's the blue flash. So today we are going to see how much we can let this dry without having all of it pour over. We're gonna have a lot of negative space. We've got beautiful corners though, like lots of sides to go, looking gorgeous. So I'm gonna just barely catch the side here, let it start to come down, and then I'm gonna stop because I want it to pull down. If you can see it right now, it's pulling down, and we're gonna have that be the edge. And then on this side, that's gonna be the edge. This side has a little bit more, but that's all we're going to do. We're not gonna put any more. This is this side. So now I'm gonna make sure that I wipe it off, the bottom part only. I don't wanna get, like on a Dutch pour, you don't wanna wipe off the edge when you're going like this. You wanna make sure you just take the excess paint off. Okay, so here it is. This is all of it together with the lights both on, and then we come down And it's hard to identify those 6 individual pores. We've got this side, it's hard to see, and then this side, and then this side. That's that purple shift that's mixed in with something that's made it black. It's so interesting. Okay, now we're going to shut the light off. Okay, so this is the same video without the other light. We've got the ring light blaring. We're going to see if we can find out if the colors turn out better with this light only, instead of washing out the colors. The gold just shimmers across. So let me pull back so you can see the whole thing. Another pizza, Swirling Pizza Technique. This one's dry right now, and I just wanted to let you see, or like me give you an opportunity to see what I see. This big bird with a big fat beak and an eye. Dolly's eating her dinner behind me, so you'll see her, you'll hear her. And then I see this rabbit, this beautiful eye, and I have not embellished this at all. So this is the whole picture overall. Okay, and then I see this rabbit here, or something like some kind of animal that has a beautiful eye, and the mouth, and the nose, and then the 2 ears that are blue, and with the white inside, and the neck, the back. It looks like it has like a cape on the side. I don't know if you can see it with me. I just can see so many things in this. I see another bird, of course, here with its beak, and the big eye right here, which was the center of the pour at the time, this was the 6-compartment piece of plastic where this is what it looks like before I cut it. And then I cut it right here, and then I scalloped so the paint could go down this groove, and this groove, and the same on the other 3 sides. Excuse me, the other 3 indents. And then just pour off right here, and then I scalloped right here, right here, right here, in between, so that the this portion from this spot halfway down was cut off, so it wouldn't hit this lip and then end up making no pattern at all. And then I didn't do anything to this except for another scallop right here slightly to keep the integrity of the plastic, because it's super thin. It's one of those plastic trays that holds cookies, and so it's super loud, but super thin. So I don't know if I'll get to use it again, but I love the cookie brand, so I'm sure I'll be able to get more of them. Back to this one. The other things that I just wanted to show you really quickly that I see an old man's face right here. His nose comes to a point, his lips, he's got one eye that's here is very obvious, and then he's got like a big huge eyebrow coming over this other one, and then like jaws are like he's had a lot of folds in his face, and then this beautiful hair that just comes down at like, it's been growing for years. And then this is really not quite part of it that I don't see incorporated in it. But I was talking about the bird to begin with here. And just looking like it's got a big eye with a beak, and then it comes down and the feathers just kind of go off into nowhere. Then of course there's another a pair of ears here that come down. I just continue to find things. My sister and I were doing that with another painting. That the more we were talking on the phone, looking at the same picture, the more we spoke. Let me see if I can grab the picture while I'm able to talk to you. It's this picture here. This is what was on TV, and I had never recognized. I had seen this face, like only the mother's face, like she's got her mouth open, and then maybe holding a baby, but I hadn't seen this face, the long nose, eyebrow. And then we ended up finding all kinds of faces, and like this lion's head with the big mane. It was so much fun to find so many things. This beautiful bird with the beak and the feathers and then the hair. It was just so much fun. I usually always find a bird in the Dutch pours, but I've never found so many different things, so many different faces. Another face here being equaled with another face looking back. Let me see if I can find it now. I should have been more prepared to show you. But in any case, this one looks just overall looks like this. And yeah, there's just a ton of, or a lot of things to be able to see in it. And again, this is what the video looks like on the TV, or wherever you're watching it. So I'm just really supposed to be showing you this one. I just poured and it dried overnight, and there was a lip of paint right here actually that did not dry overnight. It took a little bit longer, and it was amazing how thick this was. And you can kind of see how the blue was lost in some of how thick the paint was. So I really had been testing to see how much can I like leave on the canvas and not have it crack. And if you can see, there's still the texture of the canvas. That's how thick the paint was, and yet it still was absorbed. And I don't know if some of the reason is that I always spray the paint. I always spray the canvas right before I paint. These are from my hands being so full of paint. It's not from it going through. But I always use this bottle of water, and I spray the inside the corners, and then for example, I would spray here, 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 and then a couple of spots in the center, and then I take my gloved hand and go like this, and then by the time I've filled my cup, it's ready to go. It's drum tight. So I wanted to show you that there are no cracks. It really did dry nice. Whoops, turning it upside down on a dirty surface is not a good idea. And I also wanted to show you this little ottoman. So going to get better at that. So I also wanted to have an idea of how this looks with only the two lights, because I noticed that when I poured this, we were not able to see the beautiful colors in this. It was too bright. I need to find out how to edit that, and that's what I'm trying to do as we speak, even though by the time you see this, I will not be editing it anymore, and hopefully you'll have a better ability to see it. and not have it be so washed out. Just to let you see another crazy picture. This one was a Dutch, well, is a Dutch port, but I did embellish it. There's 4 birds that were embellished, and a unicorn, and a woman's face. Those lips were there. The chin was there. I couldn't believe this, that even the dress was there. That part of the eye was, it was just like stunning. Somebody told me that the face actually looked creepy, but I didn't really have to embellish it. The bird above her, on top of her head, and then there's 2 more on the left side of like right underneath the birds. Those also were like right there, ready for just a touch here and there to make it happen. The unicorn horn I actually added on part of, give it a little more style. But in any case, I'm just sharing a little bit of my experience, and hope that you will do the same. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about this and how much color I can see using this kind of lighting. All right, thank you so much. If you like what you see, please, again, subscribe. I hate to keep asking, but it is important to me to have people subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified of my new port, hit the notification bell. All right, have a great and safe day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.